Hey guys, welcome back. So, like everything with gangstalking, it's not permanent. It goes away. Just like with anything, manipulation, the further away you are from these people, the faster everything is gonna dismantle. It's just like when someone is being manipulated by a narcissist. Once you stay away from a narcissistic person, you start seeing the truth. So it's the same thing with gangstalking. It is all narcissistic tendencies. And if you're getting gangstalked, you have nothing to worry about. Nothing gangstalkers do is permanent. Absolutely nothing. It's relieving because there is a way out. And I wish I would have known before how easy it actually is to get rid of gangstalkers. But you just really have to, this is gonna sound funny or weird, but you kind of just have to put yourself on a pedestal. And by that I mean not allow anyone to have access to you who commits any type of indirect aggression to your persona. You literally just have to block them out of your life. Once you do that, not only block them physically, but most importantly, psychologically. When you get rid of any type of psychological influence, when you give no meaning to anything that these people do, when you do not allow it to penetrate your psyche, gangstalking goes away. It starts dismantling. Just until now, I have been eliminating all the gangstalking influence out of my life for 6 or 7 months, 5 months. I don't even know anymore. It's more like it's closer to 7 months. I have been literally just, getting them off me one by one, blocking them, limiting their access to me in any way, shape, or form. And even physically, I am structuring my life and the places that I go to in such a way that gangstalkers lose all their access to me. And I'm structuring my mind in such a way that gangstalkers are unable to penetrate it psychologically. When you do that, you're literally stopping. Oh shit, give me a second. You're literally stopping gangstalking on its tracks. You are completely eliminating any way that gangstalkers can manipulate you. You're just cutting them off. And that's the simple truth, is that's how you are. I'm really myself discovering this now with you. You have to target it at the root, and the root is eliminating the access of the people who make any type of aggression on you, to your physically and psychologically. It is that simple. And I'm just happy I can share this with you, because it took me 7 years to figure this shit out. I went through so much, to so many things, One thing that happened to me a lot of times, that I should have stood up for myself, was when, I felt like my privacy was being violated, So I went to the, and I was a drug addict, so I went to like a Starbucks restroom to smoke a little crack. And then, I wouldn't even be able to do that because gangsters literally bang on the fucking door and be like, hey, my child needs to, and I wouldn't even be there for a long time. I would literally just get in there and they would literally start banging the door. And, and I felt pressure, that was one of the ways that they torment you. What I should have done, I should have, put my crack pipe away, open the door, and tell him, I told you I am fucking using the restroom. I have been here for 5 minutes. I'm taking a shit. Have patience. God, you have no manners. I should have fucking said, I have no idea why I didn't. I didn't because my self-worth was so low. My self-esteem was so low that I allowed these people to push me around. And you can't do that with gangstalking. You can't allow anyone to push you around like that. I have learned how not to be pushed around. The one thing that is actually, not even in the privacy of my own car, where I had all my fucking windows covered. They would literally look in the fucking window to see what I was doing. A normal person would look away, but gangstalkers are gonna push themselves onto your privacy. And I fucking allowed it to affect me. I allowed them to invade my privacy, and I have learned to not allow it. And it took me about 7 years to learn how to get my privacy back. Privacy is something that you demand. People don't just give it to you. You have to fight for it. When I see a homeless person, everyone just ignores it, and everyone just people maybe they look a little bit, but they walk away, when they see that you're looking at them. But gangstalkers will push themselves onto you. You have to fight for respect, And that was something that I had to learn how to do. It's not common sense. And now that I don't allow anyone to disrespect me in such a way, I immediately cut them off. Or if I'm in the mood, I am indirectly aggressive too. And you just have to. You cannot allow any gangstalker to push you around. When someone is trying to, trying a trick on you, you just block them and fucking leave. If you can't, you just ignore the aggression, or you make them feel fools about it. You make them feel embarrassed about it by calling them out on it. You have to become a black woman. You have to become a little hoochie mama. And and maybe that's the type of people that they target, is people who are vulnerable to the transgressions or aggressions of people that you don't know. And I have had to learn to not allow anyone to push me around. And once you do that, once you cut the people out of your life that are behaving like a gangstalker, there's no gangstalking, because gangstalker is comprised of gangstalkers. Once you eliminate the gangstalkers, there's no more gangstalking. It is that fucking simple. It really is. For a second, I wanted to use drugs again continuously for a little bit. I know that this just to see, but I already saw. You know, I have no one to prove myself to, only to myself. And before, I thought that I had to use drugs to be able to survive gang stalking, which was one of the main reasons. It was my reaction to gang stalking, using more drugs. It really was. I felt like I had to be awake. I had to be on the lookout. But it's the complete opposite. You just have to learn how to deal with people. What's happening right now at this moment in my head is that gang stalking is falling apart. It's stopping to exist. Now, I don't see it as a whole unit, but I finally see it as different people who are trying to fuck with you. With me, that agreed on doing so. But once you cut that off, gang stalking stops existing, man. As I am recording this video, gang stalking is dismantling. It really is. I don't feel like I'm getting gang stalked anymore. And you know, to consider 7 years of gang stalking, you know, to simply just cut off the gang stalkers, and then gang stalking is just poop, just dismantling easily. That makes you realize how much work they have to put into gang stalking. You know, it's literally the stupidest thing people can invest themselves into, because it can literally be destroyed in a couple of months. And in the end, it means nothing. It means nothing to me. But it is an awful experience. I somehow was able to transmutate all the negative energy into something positive. Now I am a strong ass motherfucker, stronger than I have ever been, psychologically, man. Psycho-fucking-logically. It helped me make my mind into not only a wall, but a wall with a mural of self-empowerment. And I have never ever felt so confident in my ability to deal with life. I knew I was gonna eventually come around from the beginning it started. I always knew it. I didn't know how, but I just did. I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I was always trying to figure out a way to get out of it. Since the beginning, I was like, what the fuck do I get out of it? And the answer was right there. It was super simple. And you don't have to deal with it anymore. You just literally cut off the gang stalkers from your life. I think that's it for right now. I have to go to work in like about 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.